the fucking floor. So we had to change our podcast name. We're Max and Ben with the Big Rascals. This is Reality Alert.
Ben,
Wow.
we're a new podcast now. Did
What
you
the
hear
fuck
theme
was
song?
that? What the fuck was that, Max?
She fell through the floor.
Girl,
I fell
woman.
through the floor listening to that new theme song.
Yeah, I really had to stretch my vocal range, Ben. It was hard.
Yeah, you did.
I'm a
My
bass
God.
baritone, but I had to stretch.
Is that a permanent theme song, or are we
No,
gonna?
because we're
Because we don't have the rights to the Beatles.
the ads are definitely gonna be on this video on YouTube. For sure. For sure. For sure.
So we got a bit of a new look to us today, Max. We're no longer gasp, Circle Alert is gone. It's dead. And so are
It's-
Ben and Max. We're now the Big Rascals.
Big Rascals.
And we work on more than just one show now. We recap more than one show. We're now called Reality Alert, which means we have an umbrella of many different reality shows that we'll be recapping. First and foremost, we're still going to be recapping Circle Season 1, doing our rewatch, our nostalgic rewatch of that, but we are adding to the list. In February, we're going to be doing Love is Blind. We're going to be doing Celebrity Big Brother. F-Boy Island, I think eventually might be on our list as well.
Joe
and-
Millionaire is coming back.
Joe
Why wouldn't we
Millionaire.
recap Joe Millionaire.
Of course, we're going to do Joe Millionaire. And of course, the most exciting one that Max called me last night at like 12:30 in the morning, laughing his ass off and saying, Ben, you have to watch this. He sent me this clip of this dating show in the UK on Channel 4 where it's a standard dating show, but when the woman doesn't get picked, she falls through a fucking trap door in the floor.
She falls through the floor. The guy says, "You're not who I pick," and she falls through the floor.
And I was floored. And immediately I said, yes, we weren't planning to roll out Reality Alert for weeks. This
Yeah,
wasn't
we
a
had
plan.
it
We
planned.
had to improvise this morning very early.
It was going to be a slow rollout. We were going to kind of do it. I was going to write like a different theme song, but then I had to do a very quick one.
We had to make things move fast because we're playing catch up now. We're 3 episodes behind on Love Trap, and we need to catch up on this show.
And if you're a new listener, hey, welcome to Reality Alert. We're going to be recapping Love Trap, the show that you came here for. Welcome aboard.
Welcome to our UK listeners.
Welcome, listener. Hello, governor.
Oh,
We're
God,
American.
We just lost them all.
Yeah, they're
UK listener that started. They're like,
They're all like,
I'm literally fuming.
I'm literally fuming. I can't believe these people with their stupid American accents. How dare they?
if you hate these accents, don't listen to our recaps of Circle Season 2.
Yeah.
Don't listen to them. There's a Chloe in that one too.
Yeah.
Not the same Chloe from this one. But yeah, this is very exciting to watch this show finally. I did not know what to expect at all.
Yeah,
going into this.
It's interesting. Watch, what we started with from this viral tweet going around was just seeing, her fall through the floor, and then it was like a teaser, and then we got to like flash back to the beginning of the episode and see what the show was really about, Ben. And like, what do you think of the show overall?
The show overall, it's definitely different from what we're used to recapping. We're used to recapping things that are maybe a little more strategic. This is definitely very more bachelory, but in a very fun and funny way. The trapdoor twist really does add a lot, for sure. For sure. But it is
all you can think about is the trap.
well, who can't? Who can't?
There is a trap door.
I mean, isn't that what everybody's
Yeah,
talking
I mean,
about?
that is the focus of the show. We're all just being like, all right, we got 20 minutes left. What are they gonna do? Is there gonna be is there gonna be an extra trap
Oh, that's how
door?
it started for me. That's how it started when I turned it on. I was like 45 minutes to the
I'm like,
trapdoor.
where's the trap door? Are they gonna gonna go a trap door to get from like the upstairs to down to the kitchen? Are there gonna be trap doors from each room to the house? What are we doing here?
I love that this is like Mr. Burns' mansion where there's like a trap door in many different places, and all you have
I
to do
did
is click a
find it
button.
very interesting that there's only 2 bedrooms in this mansion, so the girls have to sleep two ladies per bed. So there's just his bedroom and then their bedroom. Do you think the rest of the rooms are just bathrooms? There's a lot of bathrooms.
Bathrooms or
Living rooms?
or like prison rooms where they keep the women who fell through the
hole
in the floor. They have to keep them in the cage afterwards.
Extra trapdoor
naughty,
rooms.
naughty. Our bachelor is not satisfied.
What I like about the show is, I actually, from this episode, because there was not a lot of romance going on this episode, Ben, I was not getting bachelor vibes.
No.
He wasn't flirting with anyone. Maybe
he was interrogating.
Yes. This episode
always the right start to a relationship.
I got no bachelor vibes this episode at all, except for the beginning when there was like a champagne toast. And in the preview, I got bachelor vibes. I got like detective series. He was interrogating. He was like manipulating. He wasn't even being that nice to anyone. And at the end, he calls them suspects. They say name your suspects.
It's the best, Max. This is the best way to start a relationship. It's interrogating,
and he says that he takes them on dates. He just sits at a table, and there's nothing even on the fucking table.
What does he get out of this, other than the salary, of course, that he gets for being on this? Does he win a prize?
Dude, I do not think there's a salary for being on the show because the prize is 20,000 pounds. That is so low for a reality show.
It's not that much.
$27,000.
Probably
US.
like 12,000 after taxes, right?
Yeah, if at all. And you have to provide your own wardrobe and shit. You know, you gotta like do your own makeup. You know, there's fees involved. You know. You're just you're gonna make more money from like social media sponsors in a day than you did from the show.
Well, he does. David, our bachelor, does have a online fitness program.
It's probably a pyramid scheme, I assume. Right?
In terms of what the fitness workouts include, like pyramids it's like pyramid stacking, or I don't know.
Come on. But yeah, are you getting like that's what I liked about the show. I was like, yo, this isn't The Bachelor. This is like a sick detective show. It's, you know how those Brits love their mysteries?
Of course, Sherlock Holmes and the rest. Yeah.
No, they do that great fucking British shit. Fucking, you ever see Broadchurch with David Tennant?
No, I have not.
I highly recommend it. It's fucking sick.
Maybe.
Great
yeah.
British mystery.
Yeah. There was that Doctor Who show. They're always trying to solve the mysteries of the universe, right?
We just lost viewers that I said that.
Oh no.
The Doctor Who fans, they're just too zealous.
They need to chill out. They need to chill.
They just need to chill out. Like, it's like, I'm like, okay, maybe I'll check it out. And they're like, no, you have to. I'm like, all right, okay, all right. I already said, they're like, you have to. All right.
The door to my bedroom is a TARDIS.
Yeah, it's like, okay, all right, leave me alone. Oh, Doctor Who, I'm gonna watch it tonight. I'm like, okay. Like, no, you don't get it. I'm really gonna watch it. It's like, okay, it's like, cool. Like, live your life. I don't need to know.
Be
all
you.
right. But you need to know about this fucking trapdoor. I'm gonna tell you about this fucking trapdoor. This is my life. Should we start recapping?
Let's do it. Let's do it.
So we meet the ladies, Ben. We meet the and
the girls, as the host calls them.
The girls.
The girls. Bring in the girls.
Bring in the girls. Demi, she knows what she deserves.
Yeah, she does.
Thea, she falls in love fast. We don't see a lot of Thea. I'm not sure.
No, we
exactly
didn't
sure.
see much of her this episode.
Kelly likes her men like dogs. I wrote down.
Yeah, that's what I wrote down too. She likes them loyal.
Oh yes.
She likes them begging on their knees, begging for treats.
Yes.
That's how she likes her men. She likes a dirty dog every now and again too.
Okay.
You know?
Okay. Rough. Okay. Rough. Elise wants a fairy tale relationship.
Oh,
So she went on a reality show called
right.
Love Trap.
It's like a fairy tale,
but they didn't know what the premise of the show was going to be. Nobody knew, except for the 4 people that knew.
Right.
Until now, it was sprung upon them. Nobody knew.
Right.
Nobody
We're to assume.
Knew.
Yes.
No one knew.
And Cherie came in saying she was single because she was cheated on in her previous relationship.
Yeah, they're really trying to be like, she isn't the person. She's not a love trap. But it's like, we all saw the viral tweet. Like, you can't trick us.
Didn't multiple women in this episode had like this backstory where they were being cheated on by someone previously?
Yeah, all men are trash, Ben.
Well, of course.
All men are trash. All men are trash. Put a hashtag on it.
Please do.
Chloe just wants proper love. Is that so much to ask for?
No, it's not. I think it's reasonable.
Yeah, and Saron
or Saron? I can't. Oh, we're gonna have to figure that out.
We're gonna figure that one out. We'll hear it. But this is our first sound clip of the day. I'll play this.
My name is Saron. I have 11 body piercings. Every one of them represents a breakup, and my most recent one is, you can't see it.
So is it like a belly button piercing and she's wearing a dress so we can't see it? I think it's like, or is it like an inner ear
or
piercing?
Is it like could it be like a butt?
It's probably a butt piercing. Whoa.
Could be like
probably a butt piercing.
Because this guy was an ass. And then she's like, ah.
Yeah. So that's what's interesting about her. Very that's all she had to say about herself. So okay. That would be very weird. You're like trying to get to know someone and then you're like, all right, I guess you haven't gotten over any of your exes because you have a piercing to remind you of all of them. And whenever I look at your piercings, I'll just think of your exes.
What's the story with this one? Well, that was Kevin from 8th grade. And...
I know. Yeah, how far back does it go? How long did you date all of them? You have 11? Like, some of these must have been very
This
short.
was a wild 3-week-long relationship right
some
here
of them
on my
must
shoulder.
Be short relationships, like very short. We gotta get her on the podcast and interview her.
We gotta ask her.
I want an explanation of if she's comfortable. I would like an explanation of as many as she's
and we want to see each one.
Yeah, as much as she's comfortable explaining. As much as she's comfortable explaining. As much as she's comfortable explaining.
Our friend Nickel and Hoot.
Circle.
All right.
Yeah. And she plays the cello.
Cello.
We meet David. Yeah, he has the online fitness business, and he just wants.
You didn't even mention the host, though. We got to talk about this host.
What's the host name?
John.
Okay.
Generic John.
I probably.
I love that. Yeah, I know, right? No.
So I did not know the
host. John.
The guy.
It's close enough. The guy.
I think
John.
they were more excited for the host than
I know, but I think they thought it was him because they were like, "Whoa, this guy's handsome."
I think the host is more charming and more attractive.
A little bit, yeah. The host was like doing bits. He was like coming in with the tea and making jokes. He's like, "I was getting grab you breakfast, but I couldn't be troubled. Here's some tea."
The host doesn't fucking interrogate them and call them fucking suspects.
No,
and send them through the fucking floor.
The host is good looking. He's funny. I don't know what these women are doing.
I think an alleged pyramid scheme as we've accused him of.
I like that he had to explain too when he came out. He's like, "No, ladies, I am not the bachelor."
That's exactly what he sounds like.
Much
No,
to your chagrin, my
it's not
dears.
me. I am just the host.
This is my mansion.
There's
You will all
only
be
2
staying.
bedrooms. The rest are a dungeon.
Careful where you walk, my dears. Be careful.
But so David just wants there to be trust in the relationship. He wants to find the one.
Oh, little does he know.
Little
Does he know. Good luck to you, David.
Yeah. They all do meet and they are floored by how sexy David is.
Did Zeus carve this man?
Yeah, was Zeus a big carver? Well, I guess he carved
he had to have been.
the earth.
Yeah. Well, I know
with lightning.
He carved his own abs, I can tell you that much.
No,
you know
he
what I'm
did.
saying?
In the gym, he ate lean. Abs are made in the kitchen, right? Isn't that people? I don't know.
That's right.
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't run an online fitness business.
I will ask David about that when we have him on the podcast.
He says his parents instilled good values. Oh yeah, like throwing people through trapdoors, David.
That's
the type of values.
I've never heard a story like that before. Parents instilling values. That's a really unique story.
It's
wow,
really
you should write a book about it. Parents instilling values. Whoa, unique. Wow.
I respect him more now that I know that he has values. I really do.
Oh my god.
He's in his 30s. No more fun roaring 20s for him. It's time to settle down, Max. Enough of the fun.
He's old as shit. He's gonna die soon. He needs to fucking have offspring so he can die.
He's 7 trapdoors away from settling down.
Well, apparently they're fucking adding people.
No, they're adding more, yeah. So maybe like 15, 20 more trapdoors.
Well, I was like, what if he just like eliminates all of them in like the first few weeks? How are they gonna do it? Apparently they're just gonna they're gonna do the new reality show thing where you just keep like the circle does just and like Love Island and shit. Just keep adding people.
How many people do I have
to
put into my dungeon?
How many girls per fucking bed are they gonna have?
How many girls per dungeon?
Yeah.
I'm getting really concerned.
They're just gonna do like 5 girls per the one bed. It's gonna be like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, you know, like before.
Oh, yeah, like Veruca Salt coming. Remember how she falls through
that is a very funny thing. But no, I was thinking like the 4 grandparents in bed, how they have to sleep in the one bed. So I was thinking like the 4 girls in the one bed. But
this is a very wondrous place. It's very much like That's very confusing, a little bit scary, a little bit exciting. It's all of it.
It's very wonkin. That is a term I just invented as in relating to Wonka. It's wonkin.
It's a good term. Yeah.
Yeah.
Timothy Chalamet, very wonkin.
He's very wonkin. He's very wonkin.
Christopher Walken is very wonkin. Well, he's a wonkin walking.
He's walking.
He's walking.
And
he's a wonkin.
Hey, I'm walking
here. I'm wonking
here.
I'm wonking. All right, we gotta move on.
Chloe and David go on a date, and Chloe.
Why do you think he chose Chloe? He says he likes her teeth. Likes her teeth a lot.
Maybe I didn't pay attention. Maybe she has good dental work, and I know that's not common in England, not to stereotype.
No, it makes her special. Yeah.
Isn't that like a thing?
It's a I don't know if it's an accurate stereotype.
I think it's not super I think it is an accurate stereotype.
Okay. You go down that road alone, Max. You go down that road alone.
No, I spoke to I worked at
Austin Powers.
No, I went to a sleepaway camp, and we had a lot of British counselors, and they said that like it's just like not as common to go to the dentist there as it is here. They agreed it's not as common. So British people told me. So
Wow.
I heard
you
it
heard
from
it
the
here
Brit.
first from a
Two
camp
British
counselor
people
from
told me.
Max's childhood Jewish camp.
It wasn't a Jewish camp. It was a
you told me you went to Jewish camp when you were a kid.
No, I went to YMCA camp, but half the people there happened to be Jews.
Oh, okay.
That's what was funny about it. It's a YMCA camp, but half the people there were Jews because it's New York.
So you heard it here first. The Brits, they all have bad teeth except for
No,
Chloe. Except for Chloe.
Maybe she had the best teeth. Okay.
She
Are we gonna
did.
get canceled about this teeth thing?
Probably.
Everyone forgive us for our ignorance. I take back what I said.
Oh,
we don't
God.
know. We're gonna have to interview David and ask him why. So when David's on,
We're doing a great job of getting British viewers so far. I can tell you
if
that
any
much.
British people want to comment and inform us about the state of British dentistry, we would appreciate being corrected. And I apologize if I misspoke at all on this issue.
Sounds like a boilerplate apology to me, Max. Pretty fucking pathetic, if you ask me.
Anyway, I was just trying to say this is what Chloe said.
My friends call me Chloe Monday to Friday, and they call me Claire Saturday to Sunday.
So that's
naughty.
That's not fair that she gets 2 lives in the game. That's not fucking.
Oh, you think when Chloe goes through the trapdoor, Claire comes out?
Yeah, well,
And then she gets another life in the game.
It's not fair. Why do you get to come in as 2 people?
But she can only be there on Saturday and Sunday. She can't be there Monday through Friday.
Still, no one else gets to be 2 people.
Look,
No, I'm not hearing anybody else confessional say I'm 2 people.
she played the game, man. There's layers to this game, dude. There's layers to this
I mean,
game.
it's only the first season. Maybe next season. Maybe you're right. She's ahead of the game. Next season, everybody will say I'm also 2 people.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you have people that call you 2? I mean, yeah, people call me Max, and they also call me a big rascal. So I guess
Right.
I'm also called, yeah.
Max,
But I'm always a big rascal.
big rascal.
It's not like a weekday thing.
No. I sometimes get called Benjamin.
Oh,
At like doctors' offices and things like that. Yeah.
uh,
So that's as far as my alternate personas go.
I don't like when people call me like Maxwell or Maximilian and that bullshit because that's not my name. My full name is Max.
That's it.
Yeah. One time I met this woman and I was like, she's like, "What's your name?" And I was like, "My name is Max," and she's like, "Oh, she's like Maxwell," and I was like, "No, my full name is Max," and she's like, "But I like Maxwell," and I was like, "Well, my name
You're like, fuck me,
fucking
right?
Max, but I like Maxwell." I'm like, well, what the fuck do you want me to do?
Change your name to Maxwell,
I
Max.
like Maxwell. It's like, what the fuck kind of comment is that? Like, I wish you had a different name.
Man.
Dude, and this is how we recap reality TV.
Yeah, it is. We talk about ourselves at the end of the day.
So Chloe owns 3 dance schools and isn't.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, but she isn't keeping it straight how single she is. And this is what the show was telling us. Sometimes she says 3 years, sometimes she says 2, but maybe she's just like, like
It's
she's
complicated. Hashtag
It
it's
is
complicated.
So maybe, she's, sometimes it's complicated.
Yeah, it makes sense.
And I think the show is being
the narrator's kind of being hard on her.
Well, he's being so hard on her. It makes me just think that she's not a love trap.
There's no way.
She's not a love trap.
They wouldn't be that obvious about it, would they?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think
she's a love. I don't think this show is
it's a red herring. It's a red
herring. And she teaches him to dance, and he sucks at dancing. I bet the host is great at dancing.
Yeah.
I want to marry the host.
What do people even see in David? It's all about John. Are you kidding me? John's the guy.
I want to marry the host. Why can't I marry the host?
Look at him. He's in the background of our YouTube.
He's a very charming man.
He's a charmer.
We get a quick montage of him meeting the girls. Where it's at this point in the episode very hard to keep their names straight. I took note of.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck is going on? We hear about tick boxes, which is a term I was not familiar with.
It means like your checklist for like a
Yeah, I know. I figured it out. It was just a new term for me. Did you know about tick boxes?
It's like a lift
Tick
is an
boxes.
elevator, right?
Wait, so
And they call the bathroom the loo.
Oh man. Okay. So the girls asked him to rate them, and he rated them out of 10, 7.6 and 7.8. Dude, he's negging
Very
them?
specific number.
He's
too.
negging them. What an asshole.
I know. He's coming across douchey right off the bat.
This is not a bachelor show. He's interrogating
I
them.
think he himself is a bit of an F-boy. I really do. He's a fuck boy.
The host would never do that.
No,
John
the host
nice
is a good guy.
He's the bachelor.
You know, I have
okay?
wondered through watching this first episode, I was like, what if all along David himself was in a relationship? Hmm? It would make sense, right?
I mean, I'm getting that. Why is he negging them? Is he gonna peacock eventually? Is he gonna do the whole thing? Is he gonna do the whole dating thing? What is that called? Like the art of seduction?
Right.
They do?
Yeah.
It's fucked up. It's like you obviously just say that they're both 10s and get over it. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
He is this guy. This guy has no social
7.6 and 7.8. That's a C and a C plus. Like, what's wrong with you? Is that nice?
He's a douchebag. He's a
Yeah.
douchebag. I'm Team John. I'm Team John.
Yeah, I'm Team John. He's he talks about being a member of the Mile High Club. Then he's like, yeah, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, but we get to the big reveal.
I'm from Colorado. We're all members of the Mile High Club.
Mile
High above sea level, dude. Mile high above sea level, dude.
Well, not everyone. There's some people that wait for marriage. There are children. There's plenty of people that are not members of the Mile High Club.
No, dude, we all are. Because it doesn't mean sex. It just means we just like call being from Denver the Mile High Club, and then they stole that.
We get to the big reveal, and David is floored. All the women at least act like they're floored, and I like how the countdown starts. The countdown really got me going.
24 hours from now.
I was like, we are so close to the fucking trapdoor. I was like, the trapdoor is coming. I watched
you quickly check the time code to see how far away.
Like, fuck, we still have like half the fucking episode left. Fuck, what are they gonna fucking do?
Couldn't they just do trapdoors throughout the whole episode?
Like
please.
I've already watched.
Anytime he suspects anything from any of the girls, he presses a button, no matter where they're standing in the house, they fall through.
I've already watched the trapdoor clip like 20 times.
Me too.
At least, or 50 times, but I want to see it again. And so I took out my phone and I just started watching the trapdoor clip in the background while I watched the episode. To keep me sane.
I hope these poor ladies are falling into like a Scrooge McDuck coin pile at the bottom or something. I hope it's something pleasant down there. I really do.
Afterwards in the girls' room, we see they have to share rooms. And I think people are who are people instantly on to?
They're pretty quickly on to Jury. It's Jury and Demi.
Eleanor think that.
Yes, but then also Chloe throws Demi's name out there as well, which creates some problems as we see later.
David is like, "Who do you think it is?" And then she says Demi, and then David is like, "That was a test, and you failed."
Snitch.
Snitches get stitches. Maybe I'll just throw you through a trap door.
You get some stitches when you fall down there.
Yeah, and then Demi is like,
these hoes ain't loyal.
Oh man, did we already skip the scene though where the host got in the bed with David? Because that part was great.
Oh, that was. I think that. Yeah, that wasn't the next morning. I think this was at like the same. Was this at the same time?
Or ish.
No,
Yeah.
I think this was before that.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's very.
It was that same day. It was that morning, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, no. This was. Oh, that was after this because David talks to Elise. Yeah. That's not.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
not, we're not there yet. We're
Elise wants a. She wants kids. She wants a dog, a pony.
She wants a Shetland pony, and I do. I want one too. Have you ever seen a Shetland pony?
Are they like miniature ponies?
Yeah, they're little horses.
They're little babies. Uh-huh. And David starts to doubt her during this conversation just because Elise won't throw out a name. You can't please this guy.
No, okay, but she is so.
She was cagey a little. Yeah, she was.
So, dude, he's like, well, like you have to say like something because like I'm trying to figure out, and she's just like, well, I can't analyze anyone. I don't want to do anything. And he's like, okay, but like we have to like figure out something. And she's like, well, I just like can't say anything. She could at least be like, hey, like it's hard for me to get to know the girls, but like, maybe it would be good for us to get to know each other better.
See, I think you just can't win with this guy.
Well, you can't.
You can't throw out a straight up name. You can't like dance around it and not throw someone else under the bus. You can't win with this dude.
Well, you have to try because he's a very good detective and he did figure it out.
He did.
David said something, and I do have the soundbite, and I just like really relate to it, and I think that you can too.
I woke up this morning, didn't know what a love trap was, and now it's all I can think about.
It's all I can think about is love trap.
You and me both, brother.
Ever
since I woke up today, it's all I can think about too.
I woke up this morning, didn't know what a love trap was, and now it's all I can think about.
It's all we can think about is love trap. And we have to do 3 episodes before the next one comes out. We got a week of fucking love trap.
There's not another trap for 3 more episodes?
No. What I'm saying is you and I have 2 more episodes to do before Wednesday.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
But there's going to be
I thought you were saying that there's not going to be another trapdoor until
they have to do. I like how like the
I can
A
breathe
in the
now.
love trap in the love trap logo has a person falling out of it. I thought
that's fantastic.
Very
nice
clever.
Very clever indeed. I love though this next scene though when the host gets into bed with David. And they have this very like it starts off jokey, but then it turns like super sincere. And he's like, no, like this is just crazy to me because on one hand, like some of them are trying hard because they want love, but like on the other hand, like some of them are trying hard because they like want money, dude. And then the host is like, yeah, like that's the show. That's the show, dude.
John looked really good in the bed. He looked like he fit the bed better than David did, Maybe
because it's his house. He's loaning the bed.
They should just swap it out.
Oh, please swap these 2 guys out.
No, it should really be David because David is a good detective. You're really good at interrogating.
He's our modern detective. He's our modern day monk.
Yeah, he's a good monk.
Goes around the house touching things with OCD.
Sherlock Holmes. He's a Dr. House, but not medical.
So then we get a Demi
because Dr. House is an asshole, so he really fits in.
It's perfect
because House's whole thing is that everybody lies. So.
I've diagnosed once again this injury of that it came from you falling through a trapdoor.
Yeah.
So then we get this date between Demi and David, and this is where shit hits the fan.
I guess you can call it a date. They're sitting outside at a barren table, and like it's muggy outside. They don't even have like water. They're just sitting at a fucking table. The budget for this show all went into the trapdoor.
Trapdoors. How can it
even,
not?
And even that room is completely barren. There is every
I also
room.
love how when the trapdoors come back up, there's clearly one prop master under each half of the door, and they're like not doing it in sync, pulling it back up after it's gone down.
The budget for the show is so low,
except for the amount of money they spent on that Airbnb mansion to shoot.
It's all for that. I think probably people are like volunteering their time to the show. It's a labor of love, maybe they raised the money for GoFundMe because people just really wanted to see the trapdoor. I don't know.
Everybody wants to see a trapdoor.
I was interested in something that Demi said about herself before we get into when shit hits.
Yeah, we get a nice little media package from Demi.
Yes, I do have a sound bite.
Yeah.
I'm actually really spiritual. I meditate regularly. I actually teach yoga, and I have crystals.
I have
crystals.
Crystals.
I have crystals. What does she do? She just has.
She just has them.
That really stood out to me. Like I'm like, okay, you meditate, you do yoga, and I have crystals. Like, what do you do with that?
I have rocks.
Yeah, I'm really spiritual.
I collect
I'm really
rocks.
spiritual. I have some rocks.
I have a Ken Griffey Jr. Baseball card. So obviously you can tell I'm like an athlete.
I have a dream catcher like stored in the trunk of my car. So yeah, you could say I'm pretty spiritual.
I have a mint condition Charizard card. So yeah, I guess you could say that I'm kind of fiery.
Yeah. You say I'm pretty spiritual, so
I have crystals.
I have crystals.
Okay, everything makes sense. And she's like, yeah, crystals. So what do you fucking do with them? Well, that's what I asked.
I like that she buries the lead right away. She's like, I'm a psychology graduate. That's not important. I have crystals.
I have crystals. I mean, that is what I ask most people.
It doesn't matter that I'm like a really intelligent person. You got to listen to this. I have crystals.
That is what I ask most people that have crystals. I'm like, what do you do with these? What do you do with these things?
Do you wave them around?
Yeah.
You just stare into them for a while. What's the function?
Have you heard of moon water, Ben?
I have heard of moon water.
Oh, I probably told you
where you
about
put a bowl of water out under a full moon at night and then resell it later.
Yeah, are you like you drink it or whatever?
Well, yeah,
but you put the water outside, but you surround it with crystals, and then the crystals can help charge it, and they get charged by the moon.
Wow.
Yeah, they really. So maybe that's what she does.
I have crystals.
Well, she's being given a lot of great energy from those crystals from that moon water in this scene because she turns shit around.
Vibes, and she's giving good reality TV. She's team good TV.
I'm way team Demi.
Yeah.
Way team Demi.
Yeah,
big
I'm
fan of her.
Demi and her crystals.
I liked how she kind of like. Because I will say this, if she is a love trap, she's doing a fucking fantastic job.
Yeah, I hope she is a love trap.
I hope she is too, because she really flipped things on its head, because David was like starting out this conversation, like really interrogating her hard and being like, well, Chloe thinks you're people think that you're a love trap. What do you have to say about that, huh? And she's like, darling, I'm not here for games. My whole last relationship was games, my dear.
I've never played a game. I would never play a game again in my life.
My husband, all he wanted to do was play Battleship, dear. All he wanted to do was play Battlefield and Fortnite. I'm over it. I'm over it, darling. I'm here for love. Deal with it.
But she handles it well, and then he of course narcs on Chloe, which is very hypocritical, because he was judging Chloe for narking on her.
Yeah.
So then he narcs.
I think he likes stirring up a little
on
drama.
Chloe. So
he likes it.
But that's a tactic which I actually respect. Because
turning women on each other?
Well, because he's trying to figure out who who is a love trap, and he
Sure.
needs to know.
Yeah, no, it's this is interrogation 101. This is interrogation 101. He's been you can tell this guy
Well,
has been in law enforcement.
I don't respect it as like you're trying to like date someone. Because I don't view this show as a bachelor show, because it's
Chloe,
a terrible situation to date someone, but to figure out who the love traps are, definitely. Let's figure it out.
So Chloe says you're a piece of shit. What do you got to say about that?
Yeah, dude, it's fucking sick. And
so
for Big TV.
Chloe thinks that dress is really 90s. Do you have anything you want to say about that?
But I did not like seeing her cry. I don't think that's what he intended, but if he did, damn.
Cold, ice cold.
But she just played it so well, dude. I don't know
She
if
did.
she meant to, but she did. It wasn't like
I think she
Elise.
meant to. I think she meant to.
It wasn't like Elise who just like didn't react. To
She's I feel like she was pretty forward about like, I will be whatever this guy needs me to be to get to the end to win. Like whether she is a love trap or not, she's viewing it as a game. I think she's definitely viewing it as a game.
The concept of these shows are just so funny to me. It's like, you don't even know this guy. What if you don't even like him? Like, why are you already set to go to the end?
That's why Love is Blind is one of the greatest shows ever made. It's like these people are literally like gonna marry a person in like 3 weeks after barely knowing them at all.
Yeah, but at least in Love is Blind, they have like the blind dating portion where they get to like talk to a bunch of different people. Like this one, it's just like, oh, they give you a man and everybody's like, we're going to compete for this person to be our partner in life. You know what I'm talking about? Like, what the fuck is going on? She's like, I'm going to win.
It's weird.
I love it though. It's the best thing ever. David interrogates Jeree though.
Yeah.
She's an MUA. That's a makeup artist.
Mm-hmm.
And she's a love trap.
She I like that she changes her hair with her mood. I think that's fun.
She's not a good actress.
And I think yeah, especially in the interrogations with David, things did not go well. It was pretty obvious.
Like, it's weird because you show no emotion whatsoever, and she's like, "I'm just over it," and he's like, "Well, I think something he said is stupid." He's like, "I just don't think I would ever get over that." I'm like, David, it's like 2 years ago. People like are able to get over things. Like, what are you talking about?
I would be bawling. I would be crying.
I would never get over it. I would just cry whenever I talk.
Why aren't you crying right now?
Yeah.
Why aren't you crying?
He never drops it.
Cry.
But yeah, she's just
cry.
Not.
Prove it to me with your tears. Cry.
Yeah, she was just like, it was just like so obvious the whole time. Like she just could not act. Not good at love trapping.
It doesn't help that we knew based on the viral clip, that she was the one who went through the floor.
Yeah,
but,
I mean, confirmation bias. We knew we had all the information, but come on, it was obvious.
She was extremely quiet.
She was
she was very.
She had like he said, she had kind of like she was very like serious the whole time. Like she was kind of like like she wasn't
very
like,
reserved, very
reserved, very like not good at acting.
No,
she didn't like she didn't show like he was right that she didn't seem to show any emotion. She never seemed like happy. She never seemed any sad. She just kind of like talked kind of monotone. Like it is suspicious.
Yeah,
seems like you're hiding something.
Mm-hmm. I liked how after the scene, it was like right before he goes to choose his 3 suspects, we see him in his bedroom, like up against this desk where he's writing notes.
He's writing.
He's writing. I was just picturing in my mind, is he just writing the word Cherie and then circling it a few times?
Yeah. I'm on the case.
Doesn't talk.
Dear diary.
I'd love to see like a cork board in his room at some point with
all the strings. Yeah,
the strings.
We need it.
Yeah.
Who murdered her? They're like, David, this is not. No one died. He's like, we need to send them into the fucking floor.
No one dies until you send them through the floor.
Well, that's what the host said. I was like, she didn't like die, right? And like, I was like, oh yeah, are you? Yeah.
No,
like,
he said
right?
he said she's not dead. It's fine. Which, to be fair, that is what someone would say. Who?
Yeah.
He's like, not dead. Not dead.
Dead.
We don't use the word dead.
We say passed away.
Passed away. They're in a better place now.
Better place.
In the basement.
We get to the
dungeon.
David names the suspects.
This was so awkward and funny.
Am I crazy, or was there like one of those big like paper things up that it seemed like they were gonna write on, and then they just didn't use it? Like,
you mean like a presenter board thing or whatever?
I
in
feel
the
like
back?
there was a presenter board thing up, but they didn't use it. I might be
like,
wrong.
They're like, no, you're gonna have to tell these women to their face.
Also, what is this weird, shitty little like a living room that they're in? It's so fucking weird.
It's bizarre. It's bizarre.
It looks like a little like mod office from an Airbnb.
They're all squeezed together really tight on that small couch too. There's like 9 of them on the small couch. He audibles, just chooses the people furthest away from him because it'd be too awkward to choose the person sitting right next to him.
So
Jerry's the first. Yeah.
Because
obviously.
He doesn't explain why, so we have to hear that later.
I do like to how he goes when he's doing it. He like puts his head down and he's so ashamed. He's like, Jerry. And then he's like
he knows he's being a bad boy.
Next is Elise, which I think she seemed very shocked. She didn't see that coming at all. She was, me, the murderer.
I know. I kept because he was like, they're like, it's time to. Man, this killed me when they called. I was like, damn, I'm really getting like murder mystery vibes going into this, and then where they were like, time to name your suspects. I was like, they're leaning into the mystery thing. How far is this gonna go? I thought it was gonna be like clues. Like, okay, it was Jerry in the library with the pipe wrench. I was like, how far are they gonna go with this fucking shit? Like, what's gonna fucking happen next? I love this shit, dude. It's so funny. Like, there was no romance in this episode. He's not even like, he hasn't even mentioned like, oh, I have the best connection with this person. I feel like we're hitting it off. All he cares about is who might be tricking him.
Yeah. No,
there's no connection. They called him dates. He didn't date anyone.
He interrogated them.
He just interrogated them.
This guy's gonna have
There's
issues.
No dating.
This guy's gonna have issues with dating after this.
Yeah.
He's gonna have major issues. First date. Let me look through your phone. What do you mean? I want to look through your phone. I want to make sure you don't have a boyfriend. Yeah, it's a little jealous, don't you think? No, I think it's the correct thing to do on a first date.
Chloe was the last person picked, but I have a question. We need to know what day of the week this was filmed, because I don't know if it was Chloe who was nominated. It could have been Claire.
In which case, checkmate on Chloe's part.
Yeah, so it could have been Claire or Chloe, so we don't know. So I would like an answer. Somebody,
I'm as confused as John in the background of this.
Yeah.
I'm literally fuming.
Literally fuming.
I'm literally fuming.
I also liked how they dragged out this scene so much. Like, there was so much time put into it, and I was like, just take us to the fucking trapdoor.
We want the trapdoor.
This whole show.
We still don't get to the trapdoor because Demi then tells all the girls that Chloe ratted her out. She's a snake. She's a snake. She's a rat.
For this scene, all I wrote was they for like the nominated the 3 nominated girls, I just wrote, they are mad and not happy.
Pretty much.
Yeah. So
that's how I would describe it.
We get down to the trap room I was upset that John warned them that they would be falling through the floor. I think it should have been a surprise.
Oh, it totally should have.
It should have been a surprise. There was a good soundbite from Elise.
Did not expect to be going through the floor.
She did not expect to be going through the floor. She did not expect it. I thought I'd be going through like the front door, but instead I'm going through the floor, Ben. I thought I'd be going through not the door, not through the floor. Maybe the ceiling, but not the floor.
Did not expect this to be some rich person's Squid Game.
I thought I'd be like dating the host, not this weird David guy who just interrogates me through the whole fucking show. And now I might fall through the fucking floor. This place sucks. Really unpleasant 24 hours for all of us. This guy is an asshole.
Is there a better bachelor beneath the floor?
Yeah. Maybe the stagehand will be nice to me after I fall.
So once we get to this room, he goes through the reasons for each of them of why they're above that trapdoor and why they done bad. He says to Elise, "You were too cagey."
And she still didn't give a good answer back. She was like, well, yes. What the fuck? She's so bad at this. And he was like,
because she wants to go on the trapdoor ride.
Yeah, she's like, I just want to get out.
I want to get out of here. John, you coming with?
Through the floor. Please let me go through the floor. I just want to go through the floor.
Then he basically says, Jari should have been crying. You should have cried, Jari.
Yeah, he's like, I never would have gotten over it. I'd still be fucking crying. I wouldn't be on the... He's like, I would just send myself right through the floor.
Yep. And then with Chloe, he's like, you're a rat.
You're a rat.
You're a little rat.
I think she answered it right. She was like, you asked me a question and I answered it. Like,
and he was like
I liked it. And he was like, and she was like, if there's something wrong with that, I'm sorry, but like, I don't think there is.
Yeah.
I think she stood up for himself in like a mature way. And he took it, you know?
Agreed.
I liked it. I like it
was a good answer from her.
I'm not sure if this was Chloe or Claire because we don't know the days of the filming and nobody mentioned it. So whichever one it was that answered this, I respect it.
Totally.
Yeah.
Agreed.
But I like the second that he names her, she just fucking drops.
Dude, it's so quick.
I've watched this a million times, but it still caught me off guard.
It does.
Every time I'm just like,
and it catches the host. It catches everybody off guard. Like even
like,
the bachelor's like David's jaws like to the floor.
She's fucking dude. She fell
through the floor.
Every time she gets me.
How deep do you think that shit goes, dude?
Right now, dude? The best show.
How deep do you think that hole goes, dude?
Dude, I think at least 50 feet.
Yeah, I want to see one of the contestants like drop a quarter down and wait to hear it like hit the bottom. Be like, oh shit, dude, I don't want this. I don't want this.
Dude, if anybody took out a quarter, like a producer would come and grab it and be like, no, we need to put that towards the budget. We can't afford food right now to feed the cast. We're running low. We need the quarter. We can't afford to lose it.
It would be funny if when they fell, you like heard a scream, but the scream like slowly faded. Like she was still falling.
Well, I'll mention, if anybody, if anybody's familiar with or hasn't seen it, check out on YouTube. There was an old show on Game Show Network called Russian Roulette that was basically like a very similar show, but it was like a game show. And when you lost, you would also fall through the floor with a very similar mechanism. And it's hosted by Temptation Island's Mark L. Wahlberg, who is
different Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah, not Marky Mark L. Wahlberg, who also hosts Antique Roadshow. But Temptation Island is probably my favorite of the island shows. It is fucking hilarious.
It's good. He's great too. Great host in that.
Yeah, he acts like a therapist. It's fucking
Certified
amazing.
therapist. He went through all the courses and everything.
That's the funniest show, dude. And I this is crazy. And then I like how they show the slow-mo, dude. That's fucking incredible. I can't believe they could afford.
Let's see the fear in her eyes from 5 different camera angles.
I can't believe they could afford the slow-mo cameras. I'm really impressed they could afford them. I like how I love how hard they make it. David doesn't get to find out whether he was right or not.
Yeah.
But what? How is he? What? How is he able to
How does he
it?
know? He won't ever know how good his detective skills were. He'll just have to trust his own interrogating skills.
Apparently.
Yeah. Go with your gut. If the person isn't talking and they're afraid to answer questions, send them through the door.
And we get the interview with Cherie. Yep. She was
a trap.
love trap. Yep. And
6 years she's been with her partner.
Yeah, she had all planned out with him, and he's gonna be disappointed because they were gonna.
Why didn't you make out with him, baby?
Yeah, come on. Our crazy lie didn't work out. Did you at least try to get the handsome host in? There were 2 men there you could have seduced.
You could have squeezed something out of those guys. Come on.
Come on. Yeah. Well, it's good. The next 2 episodes are not spoiled for us, which is pretty cool.
Fortunately. Yes.
So we're hopefully we'll continue that way. So it's gonna be very exciting. I did like when
I can't wait to watch a fresh drop through the trap, without having seen it already on Twitter. It's gonna be so exciting.
Yeah, I hope they do some mid-episode drops.
Oh,
they should just do it every 5
minutes.
More
honestly, if they could do 3 an episode, I'd be thrilled. Why one an ep? This is what.
Why don't they
we're
just hide
for.
Traps throughout the house that people don't know about?
That's what I was saying
through
earlier.
The grounds, people forget and just
Oh, you think you're safe in the shower? Guess again. You think you're safe in the garden, do you?
No, you're not.
No.
I did like when they went and had to explain the things to the girls, and the girls were like, "What the fuck?"
There's a fucking trapdoor. A trapdoor. A trap door.
They thought they were making it up. They thought those girls were like playing a joke.
You're kidding. They were like, we thought the worst thing was how much of an asshole the Bachelor is. Now you're telling me there's a fucking trapdoor to fall through?
We thought the worst thing was that this was essentially a detective show,
instead
of a dating show. But you're telling me on top of all that, they send us through a trapdoor.
Yeah, we're literally suspects. We can get called. We're not given roses. We hope to not be labeled as suspects each week.
We don't want to go into the dungeon of this
and when
mansion.
We're asked to give on dates, we just sit in like shitty patio furniture with like no food. Yeah, do you think they're ever gonna have like destination dates? I don't think so. I think they're just gonna like sit around the mansion and just be like, he's gonna be like, so are you the love trap? Jakey's ever gonna take them to
he's gonna be like, hey Demi, could you grab me a beer from the fridge? And she's like, well, you're closer to it. And then he's like staring her down.
Oh,
trap.
This was fucking hilarious. There was one point during the when they were in the trap room, and he says, each of you look me in the eye and tell me you don't have a boyfriend. That's such a detective line.
Silly.
I thought he was gonna take out one of those like when they're in like the detective room,
right?
And in the precinct, and they take out the light, and he's like, look me in the eye and tell me you didn't do it.
How many episodes before we get a good cop, bad cop scene with David and John? And John is holding him back. No, man, no, it's not worth it, man.
Is he gonna handcuff them to a desk?
We just want the truth. I don't give a shit about the fucking truth anymore. They're all going in the trapdoor if they don't start talking.
I just know you have a boyfriend. That's what it's in the preview. I just know you have a boyfriend. I know. I know it.
I've been on the force for days. I know. Sometimes you just know.
It's 5th of November, 2021. The clouds are gray. Trying to figure out if she's a love trap or not. And I'm going to figure it out.
They're not going to trap me before I trap them.
I'm going to send them through the fucking floor.
What a silly show.
It's amazing.
It's such a silly show.
It's so dumb.
Reality TV at its finest right here.
Do you think it's going to turn more Bachelor, or do you think that I hope that it just never does, because like they can't get David to try to date people? They're gonna be like,
yeah,
okay,
like I guess
you
that's
have to try to.
That's
pay
my
attention.
confusion with this show is like they have these dates, like it's formatted right. Like the format is very Bachelor-y. The format is. Having said that. The execution has completely turned a different direction
because David is too concerned that he might be manipulated.
Who is this show for? Is it for fans of a Bachelor type show, or is it for like mystery lovers? Like
it's for us.
It's for you and me, Max.
No, I think it's just for Trapdoor lovers, which is everyone.
So everybody
loves it.
Clearly.
Oh man!
Well, it's a sensation. I wouldn't be surprised if it was already greenlit for 6 seasons after how viral that video went this week.
Oh yeah. Well, if this is your first time joining us or your millionth time joining us, be sure to subscribe to us on YouTube. We're Reality Alert. Follow us on Twitter, which is Reality Alert _. The underscore is at the end of us.
Yes.
Do not go to Reality _alert. That is
or
not
just flat out Reality Alert. That's all.
That guy is not us either.
Yeah, both of those are weird channels.
Instagram, we are Reality Alert Podcast.
That's right.
Which is very cool. And we're also covering The Circle, and just follow us and shit. And it's going to be really fun. We're going to have the 2 other episodes, and then we're probably going to be doing The Circle Season 1 on Wednesdays, and then we'll probably doing Reality Alert on Thursdays because new episodes happen in the UK on Wednesdays.
Indeed.
So check us out. Keep having a grand old fun time, and thank you for joining us on the first episode of us as Reality Alert. Isn't that awesome?
Yay!
Ben? All right. Bye.
Bye. We love you.
She fell right through the fucking floor.
Jesus Christ.
So we had to change our podcast name. We're Max and Ben with a big rascal.